Hey, what's up, my brother? My name is Jamari, and I do a practice called heart divination or heart readings. It comes from my father's lineage, and so it specifically holds wisdom and medicine for Black men rooted in ancestral wisdom. And you won't find anybody else who does this practice because it comes from my people. All right. The other thing that's important to note is that these readings are really specific. I don't use a lot of like spiritual jargon, and a lot of times the reading is for like a very specific person. So if you landed on this video, you definitely want to keep watching to make sure that this isn't a message specifically for you, because it's very possible that it is. All right, let's see here. All right, so the topic for this particular reading is your relationship with yourself. Your relationship with yourself. And in particular, this is for someone who has a hard time being more gentle with yourself, being more kind to yourself. It's something you desire. You desire to be more gentle with yourself, to be more kind with yourself, but it's something that you struggle to do. And you struggle to do it because there's a part of you that believes that being kind and gentle with yourself means not growing or evolving. Almost like there's this part of you that fears you're gonna like let yourself off the hook, and then you're not gonna grow into a better person or grow into the best version of yourself. But this belief is not a true belief, it's not a valid belief. Like there's a whole other world on the other side of you being gentle and kind to yourself. There's a whole other world for your healing, for your growth, for who you're becoming. So you're actually stunting your growth by not learning how to be more gentle and kind and compassionate with yourself. It's like there's a door that can't be unlocked because where you're going or what's on the other side of that door, that kind of energy can't live. The energy of like self-deprecation and criticism and beating yourself up. It's not that it's dangerous on that other side, but it's almost like you'll operate in too much fear. And instead of then being able to reap the benefits of that next level of healing for yourself and that next level of growth, you'll just be inundated by fear and surrounded by fear the entire time, which also means you won't be able to experience the gifts and the blessings of that next level for you, because you'll just be too afraid and too critical. Like you won't think you'll deserve any of the goodness that's through the door. So it's really important that you do learn to be more gentle and kind with yourself here. But I'm getting that you honestly don't know how. Like which is like legit valid. Many of us don't do things simply because we don't know how. It's not because we don't want to. It's not because we don't understand. But if nobody ever taught us, nobody ever showed you. And I'm getting that like you didn't experience and you don't experience a lot of gentleness and kindness and tenderness. And so you were never taught, how do you even offer that to oneself? Something that Spirit is offering to you is, rather than like trying to directly offer yourself gentleness and kindness, which might feel hard because you don't know how. If you could practice just not being so critical of yourself, right? Like if you can practice almost imagining you live in a world where nothing you do is wrong, inherently wrong, per se. Now, I know I actually don't need to say this to you, but just for the record, that doesn't mean you just like get away with all kind of foolishness. But you're not, whoever this message is for, you're not that kind of person in the first place. You're not the kind of person who just like does people wrong, and you're too critical of it. First of all, you're too critical of yourself to let yourself do that. But it's not necessarily about, that you can never make mistakes or anything like that. But if you, for even just a week, a day, imagine you live in a world where there's so much grace for you that no choices you can make can be wrong. No decisions that you make can be wrong. Like there's grace. And imagine you live in a world where every choice you make, every decision you make, everything you do actually leads towards your highest good. There's something about giving yourself permission to live in that kind of world for a day, for a week, that's going to help you to experience what it's like to be more gentle and kind with yourself without trying to like force what that even looks like. So yeah, I want to pull another card for you actually. Yeah, look at this. So in the depths of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. So again, it's this invitation that like there's so much beauty within you where you're willing to allow it to come out and like open that door via that tenderness and gentleness. There's just so much more, but it's on the threshold of you finally not demanding perfection from yourself, but actually believing that grace exists for you in the world. All right? I love you, my brother.